Okay, so this is Brian Bell. He's been Weezer's rhythm guitarist since 1994, but his time with the band may have ended for good just over a decade later when they released Make Believe. Some interviews from that time implied the band might break up, but spoilers, they got better. Welcome to the Red Album, a new era of Weezer. Brian has begun playing the riff at the core of the entire song. It's endlessly catchy, and really easy to learn on guitar if you're a beginner. This is drummer Pat Wilson. He is the first founding member of Weezer shown in the video, though at that time the band was a lot more collaborative. On the Blue Album he had 3 writing credits, but that all stopped not long after as Rivers took more control of the band. This is the aforementioned Rivers, sporting quite possibly his best hair-facial hair combo yet. The look might also be a meta-commentary on the role Rivers has found himself in after nearly 15 years in the spotlight. He's tried being a rock star, he's tried being a nobody, but he's only recently tried being himself. I wonder if that'll be at all relevant to the song later. That's Scott Schreiner, the band's 3rd bassist. The first likely quit after finding his position in the band noticeably shrunken after their first album, though he sometimes claims he was fired. The second was for sure fired during Rivers' Napoleon phase, and now this one is here to stay. Hopefully. Okay, so this is the first of many circa 2008 internet celebrity cameos. It's gonna be a running theme. This is 22-year-old Gary Brolsma, aka Numa Numa Guy, subject of one of the first viral videos, seen by over 700 million people as of 2006. The video shows Brolsma lip-syncing to the song Dragosta Din Te by Ozone. Scott looks justifiably confused that his Skype call was momentarily replaced by a lip-syncing New Jerseyite. This is an abominable crossbreeding of drummer Pat Wilson with the dramatic chipmunk, featured in a clip originally taken from the Japanese variety show Hello Morning. Though at first the creature was a prairie dog misidentified as a chipmunk, it is now firmly a homunculus. A recreation of the extended or undramatic chipmunk clip. Keep it in the back of your head that almost every meme you see here has been painstakingly remade. In the original, the girls don't react nearly as strongly when presented with the prairie dog, so we can only assume that the difference is brought on by the face. This is Afro Ninja, not his real name. His family probably call him Mark Hicks, but after the professional stuntman totally beefed his audition for a karate-themed Nike commercial while sporting some fairly tall hair, the internet thought differently. Mark turned out to be a pretty good sport about the whole affair, directing and starring in a film of the same name, though it's funny to think of how many times he had to recreate that same failed backflip. True professionalism on his part. We get a better look at old Rivers here, browsing the internet as he is known to do. Also, our first glimpse at why they say he needs some Rogaine. Experiment 711 implies that these guys are really bad at dropping Mentos into diet soda. The original video series, whose first episode shockingly only sports 558,000 views, only goes up to experiment... okay, maybe it's not that crazy. Also, Rivers shapeshifts here. It's a great effect that I never noticed, and neither did you, but integrity is doing the right thing even when no one's watching. And that's my quote, you can't use it. This is Gung Ho from G.I. Joe, sporting what I believe is a Charlie the Unicorn tattoo. Fensler Film had a series of parodies in the mid-aughts that took scenes from G.I. Joe PSAs and dubbed them with some less than informative content. We get another recreation here showing the members of Weezer as young men reacting to Gung Ho's pants. Diet Coke shoots up into the air as we enter our chorus for the first time. If you look closely, you'll see that Rivers' guitar sports a sticker with what Google Translate believes to be Westerner or white man written on it in Thai. Rivers has always been fascinated with the East, but more so now than ever. He had just turned his life around after discovering an intense form of Buddhist meditation called Vipassana while marrying and having a child with a Japanese woman. This sticker not only references the many ways his life has changed lately, but also his fully intact sense of humor. Here we see Scott attempting the t-shirt layer challenge, a fire sparked by Matt McAllister in 2006 that still burns to this day. Though if you look closely, you can see that this attempt was unfortunately faked and cannot be considered for world record status. I ain't got a thing to prove The shirts also feature many references to memes shown in the video itself, even some not seen until later. I like the gopher one. It's a cute combo, but it's crazy how many animals this thing is confused for. Okay, the experiments were worth it. This is pretty neat. The first of many redemptions found by the viral embarrassments shown in the video, though this one was a little half-assed. Come on, Mark. As a fellow Mark, I expect better. Leave Britney alone. The first meme on this list I actually stumbled upon naturally as a kid. The original video shows a teenager crying about the media bullying a young woman to the brink of insanity because she wasn't skinny enough. I don't know about you, but I feel like history was on Cara Cunningham's side on this one. All your pork and beans are belong to us, a reference to this screenshot from a poorly translated Mega Drive game. On first glance, they look like the same image, but put them side by side and you realize that this is a recolor meant to resemble Cunningham in the Britney video. Even has her old stage name and eyeliner. Weezer may have come closest to breaking up in the years before this video, but they were friendlier here than maybe ever. Though Rivers had been an infamous control freak for much of the band's history, he lightened up after settling down and allowed a lot more collaboration on Red, the first album since Blue to feature any writing credits besides Rivers' own, and lead vocals from the other members. Oh look, another embarrassment. Sound the alarm! Wee woo, wee woo! Katie Upton was up for Miss Teen USA when the pressures of the stage, the celebrities, and being from South Carolina caused her to give this answer when asked about the failure of the American education system.
I believe that our education, such as in South Africa and the Iraq, everywhere such as, and I believe that they should...
Listen, she wasn't competing for Miss Brain America. Stop trying to make your stupid pageant look better by making the girls study. Oh my god, it's Brian Bell. Oh my god, look out! I mentioned redemptions earlier. It's weird that this is the one that Katie got, but it is a little empowering.
Everyone likes to dance to a happy song.
Another great recreation, down to the curtains, fish tank, and weird headphones. It's also just funny how Weezer keeps appearing out of nowhere in these scenes. Rivers' haze are actually just because of a bad cell signal. Okay, this one was confusing because not only is it hard to search for the video without knowing the name of the dance, it's also not even the same guys. I guess it gets a pass because this one is based more on a trend, but it's the first of many near misses I've had while writing this.
Catchy chorus.
This transition implies the whole video takes place on a sort of shared stage. The Red Album features Weezer's most ambitious song yet, The Greatest Man That Ever Lived. Thanks to a few tricks Rivers picked up with his Harvard diploma, congrats by the way, it's an 11-part exploration of self-esteem through the lens of just as many musical styles, where in a moment of clarity Rivers speaks,
Somebody said, oh, the world's a stage, and each of us is a player. That's what I've been trying to tell you.
This song has a similar message, self-acceptance. We'll get back to that.
So they can sing along.
Evolution of Dance. Judson Lapley's Opus was briefly the most viewed video on YouTube, according to Evolution of Dance. Oh my god, it's Tazon Day. Weezer really liked this guy, in case you haven't seen the Invasion video, though he is a little problematic today.
I'm gonna fart, don't tell anybody. Oh god, that's terrible.
Timberland knows the way to reach the top of the chart.
Someone's hands are playing piano. Not Tazon Day, but someone. At first I thought this was Jackknife Lee, the Red Album's second producer after Rick Rubin just disappeared in the middle of production. I kid you not. Instead, I found out it's Kevin Federline, which makes me wonder whose side Weezer was on in the whole Britney debate.
Maybe if I work with him, I can perfect the art.
Rivers was getting much more open-minded and collaborative around this time, not just with his bandmates. He was very excited to announce the Hootenanny tour a few months after this video, where random people in the crowd were encouraged to come on stage and jam with the band. This apparently even included a full mariachi band.
I'ma do the thing.
Oh my god, it's those hands from earlier! I'd recognize that ring and bracelet anywhere, those are Daft hands! The original is a little cooler since the lyrics of Harder, Better, Faster are just repetitive enough to allow for some creative hand movements, but this one's pretty neat. I give it a pretty neat out of 10. I had a theory that this wasn't a real viral video, but then I searched robot head body words before 2009 and the exact video came up. It's daft bodies, almost designed in a lab to go viral. Another pretty neat out of 10, I can't believe it. What's crazy is that this also happened in the original video. I'd be impressed by the attention to detail, but that font is literally just Arial. These really short cut-ins make me feel like I'm doing CinemaSins. Best sex ever. Maybe the shortest cameo in this. It is still a recreation, but it looks like Weezer just asked Kissessy to record herself kicking her legs. Must have been a strange email. That's what I'm talking about, Mark. You gotta appreciate how uniquely tailored each redemption is. It makes perfect sense for the response to a video of someone having a breakdown to be genuine empathy, but the lightsaber thing is still a little odd. At the bridge, baby. Say what you will about modern Weezer, those bridges are always worth crossing. It's also neat how everyone got to play with the sodas, but the stickiness can't be worth it. This is Liam Kyle Sullivan as Kelly, the reason I'm insufferable to go shoe shopping with.
Cheers.
Okay, this one's gonna be tough. From right to left, we got two random guys sword fighting, the frat dudes from earlier, a reference to the dancing baby, arguably the first ever viral video, mixed with two types of ape and Donald Duck, sneezing panda, afro ninja, shoes, K-Fed, chocolate rain, and one daft body. Now we got more lightsabers. Wikipedia says this is Ryan vs. Dorkman, but I really can't tell. Charlie the Unicorn, confirming my theory from earlier, the chipmunk/gopher/homunculus girls, a glimpse at the mostly cut cameo by Dumbledore, and Kelly absolutely shredding. The two greatest vocalists in the video sharing a shot. You love to see it. Another big reveal, and a big reference to possibly the most recognizable character in this whole video. This is Peanut Butter Jelly Time with lyrics. The song should be familiar since it is on Family Guy. The artists of the song are the Buckwheat Boys, and the pictures was from Google. The lyrics were from Google also, so don't come screaming at me if the lyrics are wrong or something like that, okay? Also, there's an older upload of the clip on YouTube that's like way higher quality. I don't know why this one caught on. Some very neat editing indeed, with the shots of Afro Ninja and the Mentos experiments in the background, also supporting the whole world's stage thing. Judson needs to be careful where he puts his hands, Gary's breaking the fourth wall, real actual UFOs spotted in Haiti, Katie getting a much better redemption while mimicking Will It Blend to a piece of paper that says naps? Does she mention naps in her? Oh, it's maps. And politics. Look, I'm writing and watching at the same time, it's not gonna be perfect. Man-made horrors, etc., etc. Though Rivers would gush about the quote mind-blowing green room he walked into before filming started, there was one internet celebrity he couldn't get. The Star Wars kid had long since started his Leave Me Alone campaign, so Rivers had to settle for these schmucks. Completely mislabeled peanut butter and jelly dance, but I think it's pretty funny to pair these two. Got a much clearer look at this Donald Duck thing here, and I'll be honest, it doesn't make it any more definable. At the end of the day, Rivers sends a powerful message. Don't let the world put you into a box. If you fall, pick yourself right up and keep fighting. Be yourself and be proud. The color red was chosen to represent this album, not only because it completed the RGB pattern set by those other projects, but because red screams confidence. And confidence is pork and beans. This is a brave new direction for Weezer after a series of half successes, but with this flashy, over-the-top project nabbing them plenty of attention and their first Grammy win, I'm worried the band might learn the wrong lessons from the Red Album. K-Fed, Chocolate Rain, One Daft Body, and a partridge in a pear tree. That's lame. Don't put that in.